March 17, 1943. North Atlantic, 400 miles south of Iceland. Convoy HX-229 fights its way through 15-ton swells. 41 merchant ships, packed with 140,000 tons of cargo, grind eastward toward Britain. The ocean is violent, the sky hostile, and every man aboard knows the truth: the U-boats are listening. Below deck on the SS William Eustace, 28-year-old cook Tommy Lawson scrubs dishes as the Liberty ship pitches and rolls. Above him, Captain James Bannerman scans the horizon with binoculars, fully aware that what he cannot see is far more dangerous than what he can. 600 yards off the Convoy's port beam, deep beneath the waves, U-758 glides silently. In the control room, Captain Helmut Mansack waits as his hydrophone operator stiffens. "Contact. Bearing 280. The sailor whispers. "Multiple screws. Heavy machinery. Estimate 40 vessels." Mansack smiles. The Wolfpack has found its prey. What no one knows, not Bannerman on the bridge, not Mansack in his steel coffin, is that a cook washing dishes has noticed something strange. Something about how ships sound underwater. Something that will change the Battle of the Atlantic. Over the next 6 days, 22 merchant ships from Convoy's HX-229 and SC-122 vanish beneath the North Atlantic. 300 sailors die. It is the worst convoy disaster since 1942. Admiral Karl Donitz, commander of Germany's U-boat fleet, calls it the greatest convoy battle of all time. The numbers are catastrophic. In March 1943 alone, German submarines sink 567,000 tons of Allied shipping, the worst month of the war. At this rate, Britain has 3 months of food left. Winston Churchill later writes, "The only thing that ever truly frightened me during the war was the U-boat peril. German hydrophone technology is devastatingly effective. U-boats can hear convoy propellers from 50 to 80 nautical miles away. Individual merchant ships betray themselves from over 10 miles. Cavitating propellers, vibrating engines, resonating hulls, each ship broadcasts its location like a beacon. The Allies try everything. Zigzagging courses, radio silence, sonar sweeps. Nothing works. The ocean carries sound too well. U-boats simply sit 400 feet down, silent, listening, waiting. And every Allied expert agrees on one thing: you cannot make a merchant ship quiet enough." By early 1943, the Royal Navy has spent the modern equivalent of $560 million trying to solve the problem. Professor Patrick Blackett, head of Naval Operational Research, delivers the verdict. Without fundamental hull redesign, impossible during wartime production, convoys will continue to announce their position to enemy hydrophones. Naval architects explain the physics. Liberty ship propellers rotate at 76 revolutions per minute, forcing hundreds of thousands of tons of water through 15-foot blades. Cavitation bubbles collapse, releasing broadband acoustic energy perfectly tuned to German hydrophones. Fixing it would require complete propulsion redesign, 6 months in dry dock per ship, manufacturing capacity that doesn't exist. Britain imports 2/3 of its food and all its oil by sea. In March 1943, Germany is sinking ships faster than the Allies can build them. At a crisis meeting in London, Rear Admiral Leonard Murray states it plainly. "Gentlemen, we're losing. There is no solution. Only hope. Or so they think." Tommy Lawson has no engineering degree. He doesn't even have a high school diploma. Born in South Boston in 1915, he dropped out at 14 to support his family during the Depression. He cooked in diners, worked coastal freighters, and joined the Merchant Marine for the pay, not patriotism. His captain's evaluation reads: adequate performance. No leadership potential. Recommended for galley duties only. But Lawson has developed a habit. During off-watch hours, he sits in the engine room, listening. On February 19, 1943, during a U-boat alert, a torpedo strikes a ship nearby. Lawson doesn't focus on the explosion. He notices what comes after. As water floods the hull, the sound changes. Then, silence. The ship goes quiet. And in that moment, Lawson understands something no expert has considered. When water fills a hull, machinery vibration stops transmitting into the ocean. The ship becomes acoustically invisible. Lawson approaches the ship's engineer with an idea. What if you flooded parts of the ship on purpose, not enough to sink it, just enough to absorb vibration? The engineer laughs him out of the room. So Lawson sketches. Water-filled chambers. Ballast near engine mounts. Controlled flooding. Acoustic insulation. No one listens. When the William Eustace docks in Liverpool, Lawson does something reckless. He walks into Western Approach's command headquarters and asks to speak to an admiral. He's arrested. But fate intervenes. Commander Peter Gretton, fresh from losing ships and men to wolf packs, hears Lawson speak the words "convoy noise" and stops him. Gretton listens. And for the first time, someone doesn't laugh. At a dockyard in Liverpool, Gretton, Lawson, and a skeptical engineer modify HMS Sunflower. They weld crude water-filled chambers around the propeller shaft and engine mounts. No permission. No paperwork. The first test fails. The second test doesn't. A submarine loses contact at 400 yards. The ship vanishes into background ocean noise. It works. 6 merchant ships are quietly modified and sent into Convoy on S-184. German U-boats detect some ships clearly. Others disappear entirely. During the attack, 9 ships are sunk. 0 are modified vessels. By May 1943, detection ranges collapse. Wolfpack coordination breaks down. Submarines are forced closer, into sonar, radar, and visual range. May becomes Black May for the U-boat fleet. Losses skyrocket. The hunters become the hunted. By war's end, over 20,000 ships are modified. Merchant losses drop by 85%. U-boat losses increase 400%. An estimated 4,200 lives are saved. The system evolves into the Prairie-Masker noise reduction system, still used by modern navies today. Tommy Lawson receives a medal. He refuses interviews. Returns to Boston. Opens a diner. Lives quietly. His obituary never mentions what he did. At his funeral, 3 British naval officers place a note in his casket. Because of you, we came home. Innovation doesn't require credentials. It requires attention, courage, and the will to challenge certainty. The most dangerous phrase in warfare isn't, "That's impossible." It's, "We've always done it this way." Sometimes, victory begins with someone simply listening.